Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm just going on a little walk, and as I started walking I was like, man, maybe I should have ate because my stomach is growling. But I hope you guys are having the most amazing day. I'm having a good day, you guys. So this morning I woke up, I did my workout. I really was sleepy, so I wake up at 5 a.m. and I work out, and today I was like, darn, should I sleep in? And I didn't, and I did it anyway, and I was so proud of myself, and it went so awesome. So I was like, yeah. So you know how like when you don't feel like it but you do it, like, I don't know, it's just more satisfaction. So today I just wanted to kind of get you guys' opinion. See, there I go, breathing heavy. I hope I'm not breathing heavy. That is so funny. I swear I'm in better shape than I sound if you hear that. But you guys, I be cracking myself up. Yeah, I'm that girly. I don't know if I'm funny. I don't think so, but I crack myself up. So I wanted to talk to you guys because I did a post like a week ago, and it was Oprah Winfrey, and it was like a quote she said, and she basically was saying, in order to have the life you want, you have to leave the life you had behind, or you have to leave the person you were behind. Let me go right here because I'm breathing hard. Hold on, let's see. The sun is too crazy right there. All right, here's a good spot. So, man, I'm like, okay, so I'm sorry. Let me get to the point. Okay, so I did a post a couple of weeks ago, maybe. And it was Oprah Winfrey, and it was basically like, hey guys, if you want to have a different life, you have to leave the person you were behind and basically create a new life, something like that. And one of my supporters was like, do you think she's a good person? And my response, well, she said, do you think she's a good person? Because I don't know any good billionaires. Something like that. I can't think. And then so my response was, I said, well, I don't know if she's a good person, but I really do like her messages. I think that sometimes you separate the messenger from the message, because there's a lot of gems that you get if you just listen to the message, like regardless of who's saying it, because sometimes we can cut ourselves off at the legs if we don't take the message in. Something to that effect. It was like a huge paragraph that I wrote, but that kind of summarized it. And so, you know, she responded and another gentleman responded, and they both agreed like that it was horrible that I posted Oprah because her message, or she's not a good person. So I was like, okay, you know, I totally understand. And they said it respectfully, and so let me just tell you guys, if you don't agree with me, that's completely okay. I only care about respect, like, you know, just saying in a respectful manner. I don't anticipate everyone to agree with everything that I say, and I think it's great because it's good dialogue, because what they did was they kind of made me think about it again. So I was thinking about it like, darn, am I a hypocrite, right? And the reason why I asked myself that was because I think there's levels to it, right? So you guys know I'm very into motivational things. I'm into inspirational things. Like, I love quotes. I read a lot of books. I watch a lot of videos. Like, anything that's motivational and encouraging, I like, right? And so I was thinking, okay, does the message change if it comes from someone who I don't like? And so I was trying to think of like, okay, who do I not like, but they had a good message? And, you know, a couple people popped up in my head and I was like, yeah, but the message is still applied. It's still applied, you know? And so I was thinking like, okay, because with me, depending on what you do, I can't mess with you. Does that make sense? Like, there are actors who I love their movies, and then it later came out that they were racist, and I was like, damn, I can't watch their movies anymore. Like, I can't support that, right? So I was thinking like, okay, well, what if they said this same message? Would I have taken to it? You know what I mean? Would I have disregarded it because I'm like, man, I'm not listening to anything that racist mofo said? You know what I mean? Like, what am I doing? Like, is that the right way to go, wrong way to go? So, you know, to my subscriber, thank you so much. You know, that was a really good point. I think I still stand firm on you have to kind of disconnect the message from the messenger in some ways. I think it's levels. Like, if you do bad things to kids or races, it's likely that I probably won't come across your information. And so, excuse me, see, I'm thinking about it still. See, that's why I was like, okay, if they're racist and I know they're racist, I'm probably not gonna be into receiving the message, maybe, right? But if it's something that someone that I'm fond of, maybe I'll be more receptive. So I think that it just depends. If it's someone, I don't know, you guys, I don't know. And that's when I was like, dang, am I a hypocrite? Because sometimes I don't like someone, well, not like them, because we don't know these people, but maybe I don't care for their actions or their behavior, but maybe they dropped some jewels, you know what I mean? Sometimes I feel like I can separate it and still not mess with the person, because sometimes the jewels are just, that message is like, damn, I didn't think about it like that. So I don't know. What do you guys think? You know, I like to be introspective and think about it. Some things I'm super firm on, but I'm open to receiving feedback. Some things I'm just like, that's a good perspective. And, you know, I feel like in order to be a good, I was going to say good person, but not necessarily a good person. But if you want to grow in life, you can't be stuck in just one frame of mind. So I really appreciated her for, you know, bringing it up, because it does, for example, this is going to be good. For example, R. Kelly is in jail for doing bad things to young ladies, right? But his music is still amazing, right? And if it came on, I probably would sing along, and I probably would dance or whatever, groove to it. And I was like, okay, so he was convicted on XYZ, but then when I listen to the music, it's like, darn, a part of me is like, I don't want to support him because he did these bad things, but a part of me is like, damn, like, this is kind of like my childhood, like, this is what I grew up on, like, these songs bring back memories, these songs bring back feelings and like good times. You know, it is kind of crazy. We used to listen to those kind of songs at such a young age. I'm like, Mom, how you let me listen to these crazy things at a young age? But I digress. So I mean, that's an example, right? Like, he is in jail for doing something bad, but his art is still good, and I can't deny the art, right? But it's like, I feel conflicted, you know? So it's like, darn, am I a hypocrite? I don't want to be a hypocrite, but I don't know. But then again, it's like, some people, like, there's an actor that I really, really liked, and he got caught saying some racist stuff, and I was like, oh no, I can't. But then I haven't come across this movie, so it's not like I had to make a choice, like, okay, do I watch it or do I not? See, that's why I don't really like to know personal things about quote unquote celebrities. Like, I don't want to know anything. Like, I feel like it kind of low-key takes away from the mystique of like a singer or an actor. Like, I've said that before too. Like, if I like them as an actor or a singer, I likely will not be following them on Instagram or any kind of social media. Like, I don't want to know anything about them, right? And so when I do and it's kind of bad, I'm like, damn, why you mess it up? Same thing with like meeting people. I've met a couple of celebrities, and thankfully, like, it was like amazing experiences. Which I'm gonna have to do a story time, you guys. I met DMX, who is like my favorite rapper, him and Tupac. So my favorites are Michael Jackson, DMX, and Tupac. Like, those are my 3 favorite artists of all time, forever, never, never. And I actually met DMX, and I'm gonna do a story time, you guys. It's kind of low-key funny. And I have pictures and everything, so I'm gonna have to like do the story time, do it right, like put the pictures and all that. So I met him, and I'm so happy I met him. One thing though about meeting him is maybe I'll save it, but one thing was he had a guy around him, and the guy was no good. He was no good, and I'll elaborate. And you know how they say like the music industry is like scummy scumbags? Like, he was epitome of that. And I was like, yeah. I'll explain another time. But DMX himself was awesome, and he did bark. He growled. Oh yeah. Okay, I'll explain all that. But yeah, those are my favorites. But I don't like to meet celebrities. I don't want to know anything about a celebrity. But I just wanted to ask you guys, like, what do you guys think? Do you feel like you can separate the message from the messenger? Do you feel like you're more receptive if you like the person? Or do you just say, you know what, this message applies, this is a gem, this is, you know, a good nugget that I'm going to utilize in my life. I don't really care who said it. I go back and forth, kind of, sort of. Actually, I feel like I can separate the message, because I feel like sometimes information is just information, and if it were to come from someone else, then I would be more receptive. I don't know, guys. What do you think? So that was a little thing that happened in my comment section, which was really cool. I was like, yay, dialogue. I don't get offended by any of that, guys. As long as you're respectful, I'm good. Like, you know, I feel like life is all about learning and growing and being open to different opinions and being receptive. And yeah, I thought it was great. But yeah, guys, it is a beautiful, beautiful day outside. So I am in a hoodie, and I thought it was gonna be cold, but it's kind of warm out. It's getting warm. See, I'm dressing like I'm in Alaska, and I'm in Phoenix. And then there's a few people walking. That's what I really like. I like there's so many people walking around the block and just like, la. But it's a beautiful day. It's a clear skies. I'll take a little video. Clear skies, the mountains are right there. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish my walk. You guys, thank you so much for all of your support. I really appreciate it, you guys. It's not easy, because you're putting your heart on the line. You know, these are my opinions, and it's like I'm a sensitive person. I'm really sensitive. I'm a crybaby. Like, if I see something cute, I'll cry. Like, if I like, I'm in tune with my emotions. And so I received a couple comments, and I was like, dang, I wanted to cry like happy tears. So I just appreciate all of you taking time to watch, comment, like, oh my goodness, it's just so cool. And I wish I could explain the feeling, but I don't know if I can explain it. It's just like amazing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'm doing it, you know, and you guys are receptive, and hopefully that I'm sending positive energy. And my whole goal is to give lessons, and hopefully people can learn from my mistakes, or we can grow together, or different just perspectives. And it's really cool to be actually doing it, and you guys giving me warm reception. So I thank you, and I appreciate it. And I hope you guys have the most amazing day and be brave.